Remember to create a safe viewing community experience by following our community guidelines. Community guidelines is capitalized like it's this thing. Hey, we're live on YouTube. Oh, I'm hiding there. No, I'm just like the nose guy. I'm like, hey everybody. Invite someone and go live. Well, let's see if I can. Is this co-host? Oh, co-host with Jake. I can actually invite you for once.
Boom. Accept.
Ha ha ha. All right.
Let me turn you down on TikTok.
Yes.
All right, there we go.
All right. Hello, Idiots on Parade, the Too Ugly for TV podcast. We mock the news so you don't have to. I am Nathan Timmel, stand-up comedian in Iowa City. With me, as always, is Jake Vevra, stand-up comedian in New York City. Hello, Jake.
How's it going?
It is great here. I have big news for everyone. I'm so excited. Jake, do you remember for a few weeks when all I was getting was bottoming ads in my social media feeds because I thought one was funny, so that's the excuse I'm using. I thought one was funny, so I clicked on it, and then all I got was gay bottoming ads.
Sure. They say the algorithms know you better than yourself. Go on.
Yes. All I get now are $10 pack of gum ads. Ever since we talked about that gum the other week, my feed is filled with $10 pack of gum ads. I am no longer a bottom. I am now someone that enjoys an expensive pack of natural gum.
I say this as a fully heterosexual man. I would rather get fucked in the ass than pay $10 for gum. That's really getting fucked, you know? That's no good.
It is, but with the gum, you at least, I suppose your way could, because with the gum you pay more, but you get like 18 pieces, but you get fucked in the ass once, you're done. You're done. It's over. So.
Yeah, well, that's what you think, and then he's like, if you want this movie role, you're gonna have to come back here again.
All right,
the Kevin Spacey doc.
Mike got here early. Hello, Mike. Sorry we were late. We were getting set up. Todd Rubel, hello. Good morning. Gum gets the taste out of your mouth. Well, it depends on what you're doing with the other guy. Yeah,
dude. Out of morbid curiosity, we got to try this $10 gum at some point, right?
Yeah, you can try it if they want to send us a free pack because we talked about it and we defended their honor over the twerking woman. Then yes, I would try it. But
I mean, does it say it does anything? Like, I get like Nicorette, you know what I mean? It's got nicotine in it. I mean, does this have any kind of drug, any kind of effect?
It says it restores.
Does it lie and say it brings hair growth and make your dick something?
Not reabsorbs, it not regrows, it strengthens or restores. That's the word. It says it restores enamel, tooth enamel. Somehow chewing this gum restores your tooth's natural enamel. It strengthens your teeth.
Well, I don't know your jaw. What enamel is. So I either have no enamel or my enamel's fine.
Well, I know that I know that soda kills your enamel.
What about Monster Energy drink?
That's what I'm doing right now. It is does Monster Energy?
Ask the internet. I need to know.
I'm asking ChatGPT because our AI overlords, they know all. What does Google know when you can AI overlord it? So, all right. Well, while I'm waiting for an answer.
Also ask ChatGPT, should I pay $10 for gum and have that roll back? You stupid fucking human. I'm nothing but ones and zeros, but I know that you're dumb.
The short and scary answer is, in bold, yes, Monster Energy and most energy drinks are essentially, quote, liquid sandpaper for your teeth. It's not just the sugar. You drink sugar-free. It's the acidity. Here's the breakdown of why. The pH limit. The critical limit for enamel is 5.5. Monster is between 3.3 and 3.5 acidity. For context, battery acid is a 0 and water is a 7. So you're closer to battery acid than you are to water. Sipping a Monster is like giving your teeth a continuous acid bath that is well below the melting point of your enamel. So there you go.
acid back in the day too. So according to that measure, my teeth should be gone.
Tammy says it's citric acid, so I probably Tammy knows. Work in the dental field, so all right. Let's. I'm not gonna lie. I never watched a single episode of Dawson's Creek. I'm one of the few people on the planet that has never seen Varsity Blues.
Varsity Blues is pretty good.
I've just never gotten. I was saddened by Vanderbeek. It hit me sideways. I knew he had cancer. I knew that it was bad, but they never said it's getting really bad or it's terminal. They're just sort of like, hey, he's fighting cancer. He's gone. And it's probably because he's younger than he should be. And 6 kids. That's too many, but 6 kids. But my God.
Right.
And they're all, I think the older one, 15 and under or 13. But I was really sad. I didn't expect it. It's not like one of my childhood heroes. I'm sad that Vanderbeek is gone, man. Dawson.
My first thought when I heard that James Vanderbeek was dead was I was like, this is why people need to be careful when engaging with ICE. They should videotape everything. I'm like, wait, this is somebody that died that ICE didn't murder? Holy shit. What? Oh my God, cancer? This is like a throwback.
Well, I guess from what I understand, they've lowered the age of colonoscopy recommendation. So he was that used to be 50 and he was 48. So
it's scary as hell hearing about somebody that's like pretty close to my age dying from like old man stuff. I'm like, wait a minute. And he's like healthy too. If he was like an overweight guy,
Artie Lang,
you know what I mean? If Artie Lang dies from some weird cancer and he's my age, I'm like, okay, well,
I get it.
It's sad, but that's just gonna get Johnny Sixpack fucking gets taken out before 50 by old man stuff. That's terrifying.
Well, and it's not. It is terrifying. I will say that I was also when Ozzy and Malcolm Jamal Warner passed around the same time.
It's crazy. And
I was more upset by Malcolm Jamal. He drowned, so it's not like a scary cancer, but it was like Ozzy was on the decline for years. So when it was like, oh, he got his last concert in, it's sad, but yeah, we all knew Ozzy was on the way out. Holy shit, Malcolm, like he drowned. So Dawson was scary because it is fucking cancer. It can happen to anyone. Drowning, it just like our age group, our peer, it's like, dude, we're not supposed to be dying. I was just, my wife was upset.
Sammy on TikTok, she says, my sister and I were big Dawson Creek fans. I'm having trouble seeing the comments on YouTube, but keep throwing them up there. But I can see the comments on my TikTok.
Well, good, because I can never see comments on TikTok. I did just see this morning, and I've never seen it before. I absolutely recommend. I'm not going to give too much away. I have to give a little away to everyone on TikTok. Don't drop the soap. I see a comment on TikTok. I don't know why we're talking about jail time, but all right. There's a Funny or Die with James Vanderbeek where he talks about how Dawson was such a nice guy that he set the bar too high for boyfriends, and he's sorry for that, so he's going to make good. And that's all I'm going to say, because it's really worth watching how he...
What is this?
So James Vanderbeek did a PSA for Funny or Die, and he said, "Hey everybody, you know
Funny
me."
Or Die.
Yeah,
Funny or Die's great.
He said, "You know me as Dawson, the nice guy that always apologized even when it wasn't my fault. I always, he just said I set the bar too high for men. Well, now I'm going to make good on all the relationships I've ruined by being too good a boyfriend and giving women delusions of grandeur." And so what happens next is pretty good, where Dawson goes to make good on. He goes to lower the bar a little, is all I'm going to say. But search up James Vanderbeek, Funny or Die. It's worth it. Man. Little late respects to the dude. Mike does point out that Ozzy ate the bat. So I think I read somewhere that happened in Des Moines.
Was that Des Moines? No shit.
I mean, it could.
Nothing important ever.
Veterans Memorial Auditorium in Des Moines, Iowa, in 1982. Yeah, the legendary bat story, Des Moines, Iowa, of all things. So yeah,
hell
a couple hours.
Dude. World's largest truck stop and Ozzy eating a bat. That's the two fucking things Iowa has. I love it.
It's all preservatives and garbage in our American food. The rates of colon and intestinal cancer have skyrocketed. Yeah, more fiber. Have you had a colonoscopy yet?
No, what I've been doing is I've been shoving fast food directly up my ass. So
Are you pulling a South Park? Are you trying to get it to come out your mouth like South Park? You remember that episode?
I mean, I'm just coked up having a good time. I don't know why I do it.
I have had 2 colonoscopies. I've had 2. They say you get it every 10 years unless they find something. And on my first one, they said, hey, we got a couple small little benign polyps. You got to come back in 5 years. I'm like, God damn it. Not because of the polyps, because, I had to do it again so soon. But then the second one, they said, oh, all clear, 10 years. I'm like, good. I don't want to do this again. It's everything you've heard. You live on the toilet. You are pooping white liquid. I mean, by the end, that jug you drink, you are peeing white liquid out your butt. It's like they, yeah, I've heard of that. Ultra hasn't had a colonoscopy, but he pooped in a box and mailed it to the clinic. You could do that. They have, you know what they need? My prostate exam. Have you ever had a finger up the butt?
Not in any circumstances I want to talk about at 10 a.m. on this podcast.
I haven't. I had back in the day, I had the cupped balls and turn your head and cough. But when I hit the age where they said, hey, we got to check your prostate, she said, no, now it's just a blood test. I don't need to go putting my finger up your butt.
There you go.
And my
did they do it anyway for an extra $20? That's the way my doc does it.
No, but she asked. I have a nurse practitioner, and every time I go in for my yearly, she's like, how do your testicles look? She's like, how do your testicles look? I'm like, they're fine. She's like, do you want me to check them? I'm like, nah, I'd tell you if there was a lump. I'm not going to make you get down there and like, hey, lady. Like, I know she does it. It's a professional. But it just, yeah, I'm not going to like, no, I'd find a lump. I don't need you, I don't make her do it. And she doesn't.
Sammy on
she doesn't
TikTok
need.
says, I got a colonoscopy at 45 or 48 now. I would rather get checked than get a
Dana says you can always choose a woman doctor to do that. Yeah, I do have a woman doctor, and I let her I let her take a pass. I'm like, you don't need to go finger in my butthole.
Do they bring them in like a lineup, like the Bunny Ranch or something? Do they do it like the women in Enter the Dragon? Do they just bring a bunch of nurses in the room and line them all up, all different ages, all different sizes, that kind of thing?
This is not a charade.
Hell yeah, dude.
All right. No more finger up the butt. Now I'm disappointed. I think you can still ask for it, Ultra. Women feel empowered doing that over on TikTok. Well, maybe they do.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. All right. So Dawson.
I'm excited. Now I want to go get a colonoscopy. This sounds like fun. Best
goddamn nap you will ever take. We've talked about this. Yeah, we've talked about it because of the fentanyl. Like, both times, literal hand to God. Here's my impersonation of me getting fentanyl before my colonoscopy. Okay, so yeah, it's 8:00 and I'll be like gone mid-sentence each time. And then I wake up 2-3 hours later, 90 minutes, whatever it is. I'm just in a room like, oh shit. Like that was like, it just gone. It is like turning off a light switch. I was mid-sentence both times. Like, hey, how's everybody do? It's great. It's a great nap.
That sounds boring. I'm going in there on Adderall and edibles. I'm gonna have fun with this.
I can't remember if I told this. I did have to lie about my colonoscopy because you have to starve yourself and pee white, shit white pee. When I went in that morning, like, now have you been food free for 24 hours? I said, well, I had a spoonful of peanut butter, and she goes, we can't do the exam. I'm like, I'm lying. Like I didn't have any. I did. I had a spoonful of peanut butter. Like if one spoonful of peanut butter is going to ruin the whole thing, maybe it's not a process that is too worth having. But
yeah. You think anybody ever just lies? It just has an entire Thanksgiving dinner in there.
A colon full of,
and they just ruin their day.
Just setting that camera up there, just like, oh my God. But it is. I'm not going to say, so when's the parade?
Colonoscopy is my Vietnam.
Chris is so funny, wants to know when the parade is. That's okay. It is a kind of misleading title. We do say it's Idiots on Parade, and we're just sitting. Chris.
We've never once talked about parades on this podcast. I never thought about that. It's just idiots.
It's
about the fucking parade.
I'm sure I should look this up and use it correctly. It's a metaphor for the talk and the speech we give. It's a parade of words and stupidity. Because if
I'm
idiots
too dumb
can
to
join,
get
hands
metaphors.
up.
I've just been going with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Chris wants to know if idiots can join. It is hands up. To be an idiot, this is a parade. And yes, time does fly on fentanyl. All right. Well, James Vanderbeek, rest in peace. It's sad. Yeah. All right. Let's talk about last week. What you go first. What did you think of Bad Bunny? What did you think of the game? How'd your bets do? I always start the news talk. You go first. How'd your bets do, and what'd you think of the game, and what'd you think of Bad Bunny?
Oh, I only watch halftime shows in English. That's why I flipped over to TP to watch a man sing ball with tabata, bang a dang, diggy, diggy, you know, English. No, I thought it was fine. You know what I mean? Like it was good. The people both praising it a lot and hating on it. I'm like, dude, it was, you know, it wasn't as good as the Dre one, but it was better than a lot I've seen. You know what I mean? It was fine.
That's exactly what I posted. That's exactly what I posted. I said, look, I didn't like the music. I didn't like stand up and cheer, but I put Dre, Bad Bunny, and it was much better than fucking Rihanna, Shakira, The Weeknd,
It's better than watching Kid Rock lip sync to Ball with Ball.
Maroon fucking 5, Coldplay.
For a different reason.
Yeah, it was fine. It didn't do anything for me, but it was fine. Did you see the one clip that I actually had to ask you? What's that?
Lady Gaga was great. You know.
Yeah, she was good.
He's good. I like Bad Bunny. You know what I mean?
I got nothing against him.
Fine. Yeah.
Did you see the clip of the? I love that Kid Rock. I love that one of all that he lip synced, and two that he said I didn't lip sync. I pre-recorded and then it didn't match. That's lip syncing.
Yeah.
That's lip syncing.
No. See, here's the thing. I didn't drive my car drunk. What I did is I had about 19 shots, and then I turned the car on and I pressed the gas pedal. I will not be accused of drinking and driving.
Yes. Chris says he would give his right arm to be ambidextrous. The clip that I love, I actually had to ask if this was real or if it was a parody. Like, you want to talk about a funny or die video? The guy that got up and sang, I just want to drink my beer and cut my lawn and wear my boots. Did you see that?
I just sort of flipped through. I just wanted to see the intros and stuff.
Oh!
I just kind of skipped through it.
That's a song. Go watch the video. He's literally, I just want to cut my lawn and drink. And I saw the clip. I'm like, is this real? Is this a real song or is this bullshit?
My sister.
But
smack my wife. What's up?
So, well, that's where it goes. It doesn't go to smack my wife. He actually, one of the lines is, I just want to feed my dog. It's like, what? It's like he just made a list of shit and he's singing it. But then it gets.
I like dogs and trucks and dogs and trucks. And
well, the kicker is, Jake, so he's singing this litany of bullshit and wear my boots, but then he gets to a line is like, I don't want to get canceled if I tell my little girl that girls can't be boys. And like the whole audience cheers. It's like, woo! It's like,
randomly,
there it is.
And then just randomly does some transphobic shit for no reason.
Randomly, it's like he was building. It's like, I'm climbing this mountain of mundane bullshit. Oh, let's go. Let's hate on trans people for no reason. It was just right out of nowhere.
Dude, I wish he went the other way with it. I wish he was after I mow my lawn and drive my truck, I tuck it back and put on lipstick.
Wait, what?
No.
Does anyone else realize that Kid Rock could be another name for Epstein Island? Actually, I never thought. I've never heard that one before. But Kid Rock is Epstein. That's good when Chris is so funny on TikTok. That was that we got him on TikTok. Kid Rock is it. But either way, I did. They have the stats. More people tuned in for the halftime show than the Super Bowl. Like, people were waiting to turn it on. And Turning Point is claiming that they have the biggest live stream ever, and they got all these great numbers. And maybe they did, but they had 6.1, and the Super Bowl halftime pulled in 128 million. So you found your niche, but you didn't you weren't this giant black hole of viewership that you thought you would be.
There's more people than I thought would, watch another halftime show during the Super Bowl. That scene, I don't give a fuck about the halftime show. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm watching football.
Yeah, dude, even if they book Kid Rock for the actual Super Bowl halftime show, and like on the flip side, people on the left are like, hey man, turn into our vegan friendly alternate Super Bowl with REM and Moby. I'd be like, no, I'm using the halftime for what it's supposed to be. Getting more drinks, wondering what the fuck happened with my parlay because there's no offense in this game. And the only one who scored so far is the goddamn kicker. I need these receivers to start getting yards, otherwise I won't make rent this month. What the fuck happened to my life? I'm screaming that in the mirror during the halftime show. That's what halftime is for. All right,
and pooping.
Well, yeah. You know what I mean? I had a colonoscopy the next day, but you know, it's what it is.
Holy shit! I forgot this. I had a friend who had his colonoscopy scheduled for Monday, the day after the Super Bowl. He was so pissed. He didn't realize it. He's like,
is he a Patriots fan too? Please tell me he was a Patriots fan.
Well, I don't know if he was a fan, but he got it rescheduled. Like, that's how he's like, I can't go to any Super Bowl parties. I have to sit at home on the toilet and watch the game alone. But so he got it rescheduled because otherwise he was just going to be like the one day of the year where you're supposed to be absolutely gluttonous. Aside from Thanksgiving, Halloween, Christmas, any holiday, your birthday when you eat cake, the one time of year when you eat, so he was going to sit home. Did I tell you when I had mine? I did. I made a joke. January 2nd, because New Year's Eve, you do whatever you're going to do. January 1st, everything is closed. You sit home alone and do nothing. So my colonoscopy was January 2nd, the day after you're going to be home anyway. Do it December 26th if you can. Do it January. You got to pick a day after everything's shut down when you're just going to be home anyway.
That's good to know. I've got a lot of useful information about colonoscopies on this episode.
We should be sponsored by Big Colonoscopy. Oh, Chris got filtered on TikTok. It said it filtered my last comment. I'm going to tell you this right now. Chris on TikTok, we do not have anything set up that filters. It's all TikTok. We would allow any comments through. So if you have put a comment and it disappeared, TikTok did that, not us. We do not.
I do love that the TikTok, the U.S. government was like, hey, man, we got to buy TikTok. Otherwise, if China has it, they could be filtering stuff out. And then the moment you mention anything about ICE or anything, it's like filtered out. It's like, yeah, wait a minute. Our government's kind of an evil, tyrannical thing, too.
Kinda. Oh, Ultra's going homophobic or transphobic. Someone shouldn't be applauded for simply being honest with their child. It should be a given. The thing I don't understand about the trans, it's so niche. It's like, I don't understand why the left makes it such a big issue. Like, oh my God, we need trans rights for less than 1% of the population. And I don't understand why the right is like, we hate less than 1% of the population. It's a weird thing. And the right does claim that the left is obsessed with it. The left isn't the one singing about trans people and fucking alternate halftime shows, you fucking freaks. Mike says your colon will clear out with enough beer.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, the yeast and hops. All right, next story. Oh, staying on the Super Bowl. Quickly to everyone, I apologize to Jake. I thought I sent you the stories yesterday, and I didn't, and I sent Jake.
I got them right before. I was able to read some of them.
Jake is not. Did you get a chance to watch the Instagram clip I sent you?
It's good, man.
Oh my God, everyone! I'm just gonna read what it says. Putting on the 2014 Super Bowl to see if they notice. And it is a group of girls. They're in their 20s.
Amazing.
They're texting and sort of chatting and snacking. And this guy is filming them as they just sort of talk and text. And one right there is watching the TV. And there's a close-up of Tom Brady. And the guy is just like, straight up YouTube ads, no Super Bowl commercials. Stats from, it says on the screen, Tom Brady 2014 season, but it's the Patriots Seahawks from 2014, and no one noticed. No one. They go 90 minutes in. That's just such a good joke.
Yeah,
the 2014 on YouTube.
I got to show that to my wife because I did not realize just how little she knew about football till we were watching the Super Bowl. Because I'm glad you brought this up. I had won like a small parlay on UFC the night before.
Okay.
And, so I of course reinvested all of it into a parlay for the Super Bowl, which again, zero offense till the fourth quarter. So that did not happen. But I basically did a bunch of small prop bets. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like what I thought were gimmies for the most part. It was like the best two receivers are each going to get like 40 yards, shit like that. You know what I mean?
So someone said, who thought the first touchdown would be scored? I don't know, dude, but it was just like a tight end without a name. Yeah, it was a defensive game.
It was rough, man. So I was kind of showing my wife like, hey, this is a 10-leg parlay. Like off of this, $30 bet, like we could win like $2,000 or whatever, And so she's all into it. She's like, "Holy shit, really?" And I was like, "Yeah, but it's
you got to hit all 10, yeah,
yeah." And she's just going, "All right, so who do we still need to get yards?" You know what I mean? And I came shockingly close for how little offense there was, but I was like, "Yeah, dude, the guy, the Seahawks receiver that got a concussion." He was one I needed to score a touchdown and actually get like 60 yards. He was one of the only ones I actually put like a decent amount of yards on. And I'm like, "Oh, dude, he's going to the medical tent. This ain't good." She's like, "Oh, shit, really?" And then there was another one we still needed to get yards on the Patriots. And I'm like, "Yeah, that's a guy," and I'm pointing him out. And so there's a turnover, right? Or they punt or something. And she sees me going off the field. She's like, "We need him back on the field. We need him to get yards." And I'm like, "Well, yeah, but they're not on offense now." And she goes, "Yeah, but he should still get out there." I'm like, "No, he's a receiver. He's on offense. They're on defense right now." She's like, "But they should be on the field." And I'm like, "Wait, you do know that there's a different." So she's like, "Offensive players don't play when they're on defense? Why?"
Wait, is she a big soccer fan where everybody's just on the field the entire time going back and forth? Because that's the only thing I can think of as an explanation.
The only sport she likes is hockey in the show Heated Rivalry. Like, that's it. That's it. That's the only sport.
Again, everybody on the floor at once, everybody on the ice, yeah.
Yeah.
So, you're playing offense and defense at the same time, but yeah, not.
I got to show this video to her because.
No, that video made me laugh because I'm like, it's so beautiful. They're just on their phones. They're cutting it, but they showed it for 90 minutes, and then at the very end, when he told like they do one freeze frame at the end where the goal goes like, "Oh my god!" Like they just did. They're all on their phones. The 2014 it was the best prank ever. All right. I don't know who this person is. Jill Zarin breaks silence after being fired from Real Housewives of New York reunion show for Bad Bunny comments. Quote, "I'm human." In light of recent public comments made by Jill Zarin, Blink 49's Studios has decided not to move forward with her in the next show. And she said, quote, "They didn't even give me a chance to explain. I took it down right away. People make mistakes. I'm human." So she tweeted something and then decided to remove it. And she says, "Hey, I made a mistake." What did she tweet? Let's see. I can't. God damn it! Where is it?
I didn't have a chance to read this article.
Yeah, it wasn't like the worst thing ever, but it was just stupid. God damn it! Basically she said, "Why the fuck can't it?" The article is so small. She said, "There are no white people in the halftime show. What's going on here?" That means you had that thought and you decided, you say you made a mistake, but you literally looked at the screen, said, "There are no white people. I'm going to tweet that." Tweet, "Oh, maybe it's a bad idea. Delete." But who gives a shit if there are no white people in the Super Bowl, in the halftime show? There are basically, 20% of white people in the teams. Who gives a shit? There it is. The halftime show looked like a political statement because there were literally no white people in the entire thing. Literally no. Yeah, white. But like you had that thought. You're like, "I made a mistake. I'm human." You're looking at the screen worrying about white people. I fucking didn't think anything of it. I thought, "Oh, it's going to be a Puerto Rican halftime show. Look, Puerto Ricans." That's literally my thought. It's Bad Bunny and dancers. I even thought, "Hey, that's Pedro Pascal."
The whole thing was going to be in Spanish, right?
Yeah.
So there was Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
There was more white people in English than previously announced. So with that tweet, it's
how many white people were in Dre's?
I'm just shocked, but that it's like fucking wrong.
How many people were in Dr. Dre's? Eminem.
It was Eminem. Yeah.
Eminem.
The same
That's
amount.
it. The same amount. Yes, the same amount were in Dr. Dre's. Eminem. But I was like, who has that thought? Who worries about, like, are you counting the white players? Like, okay, Drake May is white, and then let's see.
Even if she is doing that, she's counting bad. There was Lady Gaga.
True, it's not literally, no, but I just love her excuse. I made a mistake. I'm human.
Lady Gaga, Ricky Martin. That's a third of the fucking musicians, right?
No, Ricky Martin's also Hispanic. And
No, that's what I said. A third. A third.
Oh.
It was
wow.
1/3 white by.
If you're going by the names, yes. Okay. Yeah. If you include all the dancers and the backups and all that, yeah.
1/3 white, 1/3 English. So like,
I think she saw a sea of other and it freaked her out. But you know, she made a mistake. She's human. These fucking people.
No, she's just really dumb.
Yeah.
See, she's 1 part racist, 3 parts dumb.
Edward Garcia, no white people, no dogs or cats either. So what? Yes, I did not see any animal representation. How come the people, the PETA, were not there saying we want, it's not a race, it's an ethnicity. Puerto Rican? Yeah, I suppose. Don't complain, just change the channel. It's just them. So yeah, you had an alternative. You had an alternate. Why weren't you watching Bomb Diddy Bomb Da Biggie 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 Biggie, whatever?
Yeah, you could have watched TP, Goose Step and do whatever the fuck they're doing over there.
Arizona. Oh, this one caught my eye. Arizona Mexican restaurant swamped with hate over free meals for ICE, but owners respond with "God bless you." An Arizona Mexican restaurant run by immigrants. Jorge
they're
Revias.
spitting in that food. You know the
Is that what it is?
Putting some El Lugis in that goddamn taco.
That's what caught my eye. It's like, wait a second, wait. Immigrants are. This is a Mexican restaurant. It's not like cultural appropriation like those 2 white women in, was it Oregon, that ran a Mexican food truck and got blasted for cultural appropriation. No, these are like, all right, interesting.
All right, here's what I think's going on. They're either A, lugieing in the food, or B, it's one of those things to where it's like, hey, I know you guys are targeting migrants, and our kitchen, especially at a Mexican restaurant in Arizona, what if we just gave you guys some free tacos and you leave us the fuck alone? I think that might have been part of it too. I think that's the move.
Trump got the free FIFA prize, and he just got the excellence in clean coal prize. So yeah, maybe they're paying attention and saying, this administration seems to like prizes and bribes. Let's see if it works with ICE. Yeah, that could be it.
If I'm ICE and I'm being offered free food from a Mexican restaurant, it's like, what am I, Wile E. Coyote? How fucking obvious does a trap have to be for you not to stab it? You're gonna spit in your food, bud.
Well, but here's the thing.
As they should.
Here's the thing I don't understand is the first part. It's getting a shit ton of 1-star reviews on Google from across the country for people that have never eaten there. The place is full of cockroaches. I get sick of eating there. What good are you doing? When you hear about someone that's doing something that you don't like and your response is to, fuck you, I'm going to go leave a bad review. Fuck that. Why? Like there's a brewing company, Minocqua Brewing Company in Wisconsin. It's pretty big on social media because it's in a red county and it's very progressive, and it gets reviews from all across the country. Fuck this place. Fuck its beer. Fuck trans people. And what good does it do? Why do you care what this restaurant does that's not even in the state you live in? Or even if you live in Arizona, if it's 2, 3, 5 hours from you, even if it's across the street, what good does it do unless you had a personal experience?
I get being annoyed if it's like down the street, but it's also like, hey, did you hear this Mexican restaurant gave free food to ICE? Hey, did you hear ICE killed 2 fucking people in minutes? Like there's bigger things going on with ICE than
but that's the people that are like, they killed 2 people, so now I'm going to leave a negative review for a restaurant. Like,
got him.
And plus that's so obvious. Like when you look at, there are 500 brand new 1-star reviews. If you have an IQ higher than that of your average turnip or potato, you're going to go,
Yeah.
oh, this got review bombed. These are completely null and void. None of these have a personal experience.
I wonder if there's some equivalent of this. It's 1943 in Germany, and some guy's like, "Did you hear the Chinese restaurant down the street is giving free wontons to dudes in the SS? I gotta stand up. Well, I mean, there's bigger things going on than this.
Yeah, I mean, other than bribing, I don't really get the whole support. But I'm not gonna go leave a review if they were a restaurant in my town. I might avoid them. I might go, you know what? I don't really want to give them my business. But it's all personal. Just fucking, you don't need
if you're
to
not
fucking...
in driving distance of this restaurant.
Yeah.
It's not the biggest thing going on with ICE right now. It's just not.
Sean,
Also, I got a couple comments on YouTube.
We got one saying, good to see you live. Well, good to see you live,
man.
Sean.
Thanks for being here, man.
All right, go to your TikTok comments.
For decades, it was all white and no one was complaining. Yeah, she's talking about the Super Bowl. Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? It's what it is.
Well, there were complaints, maybe not about the Super Bowl. Maybe, but I remember Oscars so white and awards show. Like, there's
specifically about the halftime show.
Yeah, but I think there were probably talks of like, we need more representation. There's always talks about more representation. It's just funny that now it's gone the other way. It's like, white people need representation. Oh, fuck off.
Right. And then William on TikTok says, should Corey Lewandowski give flowers today to Kristi Noem as well as his wife? I do love that. I do like. Do you think he makes Kristi Noem leave the cowboy hat on? I know I goddamn sure would. Dude, I would tell her to wear the cowboy hat that's rolled up on the side, a fucking gun holster, and nothing else, man. That's how I would fly around with her.
I would. She is like, there are people like Candace Owens and I'm drawing a blank on her name. The one that got fired from Fox and NBC. Yeah, Megan. They like give me weird boners because they're like so evil but so attractive. Kristi Noem, unattractive inside and out. It's like,
come on, man.
Kristi Noem, unattractive inside and out.
Hey, man, I'm a progressive man through and through, but I will not listen to this left-wing horse shit talking about Kristi Noem ain't hot. That's the one thing she's got going for her, man.
No. All right, final story. Here we go. Pardoned January 6th rider was convicted of sexually abusing children. I wonder if that would have happened if he had, I don't know, been in jail doing his time. A Florida handyman who received a pardon from President Trump for storming the U.S. Capitol has been convicted of multiple state charges of child molestation and exposing himself to children, prosecutors told NPR. Andrew Paul Johnson.
There's another criminal on here.
Oh my God, it's us.
Violation by Nathan Timmel. Nathan Timmel's live is flagged for harassment and bullying. Repeated violations could result in their live being discontinued. You never should have said that shit about Kristi Noem.
I'm sending feedback.
Take it back now.
My content does not contain the content mentioned in the notice. I am contesting that.
It keeps trying to get me to disconnect from your content.
Yeah.
And the horrible slanders you've been saying about Kristi Noem not being a smoke show.
Well, I just, I literally just put, no, I am disputing this. If you can find, that's the only thing that I get. Again, like you said, free speech, unless we... It literally is a trigger word because we mentioned,
right wing. We love free speech. All for freedom of speech. Oh, you said something I don't like. Man,
hold on a second, YouTube. I apologize. I have to talk to TikTok for a second. Man, that Tupa halftime show was the best. Kid Rock, he slammed it.
Yeah.
Woo! Go Trump!
It was his DJ.
Trump!
He seemed to be singing perfectly fine in the very next
song.
He's singing about banging his sister or whatever country bullshit.
That should reboot the algorithm. Either way, it's almost like these cop-beaten, rioting a-holes were, I don't know, criminals. Now, a lot of them got rearrested for belligerence, drunkenness, doing things that are along the... I'm not sure, I don't think anyone would have seen like, oh, he's storming the Capitol. He's probably oh, that's it. It's diddler. When we're talking about they have that word flag too. He's being naughty to kids. That's probably what set off the algorithm. Either way, I don't think anybody could have seen that, but it's almost like these criminals were, I don't know, criminals, bad people that do bad things and make bad decisions. Yeah, but, they all got pardoned. Beating cops is good as long as you're doing it for the president.
Yeah, I mean, but they also don't really do background checks for ICE like they should, because
No.
there was an investigative journalist who I think her name was like Laura Jadid, something like that.
Yeah, we talked about it on the podcast. Yeah, she like literally filled out, and she has all this anti-ICE stuff, and they said, you're hired.
Yeah. She applied for a job at ICE just to kind of like do a story on the process. And she's like, I had weed in my system. I took a drug test. They clearly just dumped down the drain or something, because I shouldn't have passed that. I had tons of stuff in my background that you would not want me having if you work at ICE, particularly my anti-ICE articles that are all over. You Google my name and it's just fuck ICE, fuck ICE, fuck ICE, fuck ICE. That's going to be the entire Google search. And they clearly didn't do that because they clearly have incentives to recruit lots of people. And so they're apparently just approving these forms online and going, yeah, I did the background check. Fuck it. I'm going to check the box that says approved because that's the one that makes me money, gets me commission, gets me bonuses, whatever. And so, yeah, I mean, they're clearly not really doing background checks for this.
Yeah, they're just rubber stamping people through. Yep. But that has nothing to do with the pardons on this. But this guy probably could have been a member of ICE.
I thought you said he worked for ICE too.
No.
Oh,
you brought ICE out of nowhere. You just sort of went down an ICE path. I'm like, all right, I'll follow along. But
I didn't get a chance to read it.
No, that's right. Because again, I sent them. I honestly thought I sent them yesterday, and the next thing I know, I log in this morning. I'm like, oh shit, it's right there in my drafts folder.
No, that's my bad. I thought you said the guy worked for ICE.
No, it's my fault. All right, let's tear through some comments and we'll get out of here. We've been there's the beer comment. Ultra is pointing out that yes, they acknowledge that, but it does have its limits. Yeah, that's what I said. Is like you literally have, going back to trans, you have the left saying it's the biggest issue ever. You have the right. It's like it's less than 1% of the population. They deserve respect and love. They do not deserve to have no one deserves to have every bit of legislation written about them. Halftime show was it was not a political statement. It's a money statement. It was. Look, it's the same reason that the NFL has been having Australia, France, Brazil. It got a huge global audience.
Yeah, he's the biggest streaming audience in the world, and they've been really trying hard, not just to spread to countries across the world, but specifically, they've been really trying to get into Latin America. The NFL is really trying to get hard.
They're taking on soccer, and so they need to do everything they can. But look at it this way. Todd just said this. It's not about old white people. They're expanding playing to the youthful audience. Not just youthful, but yes, you have this middle America demographic that is shrinking. Your middle America white demographic for football is shrinking, and they see the writing on the wall. It's like, oh, let's expand and go global. How do you go global? It's not political. It's get the biggest streaming artist in the world, put him on your show, and watch the ratings go up during halftime. Not what they wanted. They wanted, and maybe if people did stick around, they wanted people to tune in at halftime and stay for the game. And if they had, the fourth quarter was the only thing fucking worth watching. Because that's when the Seahawks finally started to move the ball. But it was the fourth quarter where they got that interception, pick six, and the touchdown itself. Yeah. But I should have Will work for food science. That would be nice, but they're getting all the money. Still untrained. Yes. There's the good to see you live. Weird how it was intended for a mainstream audience. Yet 100 still Americans still watched it. Well, he said enjoyed it. I don't know how many people enjoyed it. A lot of feedback I saw, it was fine. A lot of the feedback I saw, though, was kind of like you and me, which is like, it's fine. Like, wasn't great, didn't suck. Just, it was fine. It was on in the background. I enjoyed it. I didn't hate it. I didn't change the channel.
A current huge pop star.
Yeah.
We're two dudes in our 40s. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like this shit. We're sitting there going, hey man, bring on the living members of Soundgarden to fucking do the halftime show. We're a different generation. It's not for us.
Gladys Kravitz is extremely nosy, frequently peeking through her curtains. That's the Stevenson's home. She is convinced that there's I missed something. Where did this comment come from?
What is that?
Over on YouTube, Gladys Kravitz is extremely. I guess I'm confused.
Who's Gladys Kravitz?
Yeah, Lenny's mom was she was the black woman on the Jeffersons married to the white man.
Oh,
I know
that.
I knew that, but I don't know if that was actually Gladys. 40 million versus 30. Yep, that was the breakdown. I don't speak Spanish either. Yeah, I watched it.
The only thing I was disappointed with the halftime show is I think that Bad Bunny should have had Kendrick Lamar come back out and call Drake and Trump a pedophile.
Oh, AC showed up. How much did they pay? It comes from the insider. Oh, actually, we can talk about it next week. Have you been hearing the rumors that all these $50,000 bonuses and all the incentives to join ICE aren't going through? It's like you have to pay a tax on the $50,000 that takes it most.
Are you telling me Trump said he'd pay some workers and didn't do it? I don't buy it. I will not listen to that left-wing horseshit lie.
Yes.
When's that ever happened?
Gladys was from Bewitched. I thought she was. I know that Lenny's mom was on whatever, but all right. So we're all caught up. It was obviously an international marketing push. It was. All right. So I have been. Well, before we go, I think I said this last week. Next week, where is today on my calendar? Today, 14. Yes. 15th, 22nd, March. We're going to go back to Sunday. There will be random days where we have to push off to another day or do something. But the regularly scheduled live cast will start taking place at 12:30 p.m. Eastern on Sundays now that football is over. And we will do our best to maintain that. Every so often I will be traveling. Next week is going to be awesome because I will be in Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio. I will get off stage at 11 p.m. I will get in my car with a Celsius or two. I will drive home overnight. I will get home around 7:30, 8 a.m. Nice. I will go straight to pickleball and play, and then I will come here and I will slam another Celsius, but I will be fucking up over 24 hours at that point. All right. I have been Nathan Timmel. You can find everything about me. Evelyn liked our live on TikTok. Thank you. You can find everything about me at nathantimmel.com. I have a store, shirts, sweatshirts, sweatpants, hats, socks, anything you want. I have over 74 designs of funny, quirky sayings, YouTube special, and I write books. They're on Amazon. Jake can be found on social media at Jake Vevra, including his own YouTube channel where he has a special Unalived by Dog Pills. I don't see you pop up on TikTok anymore. Do you pop up in my TikTok?
No, I gotta start doing TikTok.
Okay. I'm going to post a video later today. I've recorded a video that I'm posting today. I will just tell you what it says. I am 2,000 views away from 100,000 views on my comedy special. So if you have not seen it, it's an arbitrary number, but it would be neat to be a completely unknown comedian that just sort of bumped that 100,000 view hit on my special. So go look up Unapologetic and give it 2,000 views. I'm
only 80 some odd thousand from 100,000. So if you can watch mine like 80,000 times.
Here's what we're going to do. With Jake's special, I need you to open up 10 tabs and just play it on each of them in the background. With my special, open up 5 tabs. 5 tabs, play my special. Jake's tab, 10 tabs, and then mute it, and we'll get to our
I can subscribe with all 10 tabs as well.
Look at that. Thank you, Tired. Appreciate it. All right, we're out of here. Thank you so much. We will see you not tomorrow at 12:30, but next Sunday at 12:30. Peace.
I just joined ICE, but the only thing they paid me was a free screening of the Melania doc.
All right.